Sorry if you can hear noise in the background. Neighbours' kids are playing out there early. Um, but not to worry, we'll still get through the live and get through all we've got to talk about. And I'm just trying to get it up here on the TV, so I do apologise. Sure, we'll come up sooner or later. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the videos that I've been putting out. There's a couple more short videos coming out today. I don't know what time, but there will be some short videos coming out. Just like to thank everyone for watching the channel and yeah, being part of the channel, and all the new subscribers, welcome. I did do the diary video yesterday. It wasn't much of a diary video because I didn't know what to put in it, so it was just, yeah, basically thoughts of what I was thinking. But it sort of didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because wasn't much for me to talk about. So I do apologise about that. Exciting week coming up. Got to go to bank tomorrow, get details sorted out. Then start doing a bit of packing when we get back. And Tuesday's a day off. I was going to tell you, I was listening on the news that the NDIS is cutting physio hours back for physio and that. So that's no good. I don't think that will affect us. So we hope and we don't. If I hear any news about that, of course I'll let you lovely people know straight away what's going on, but I don't think it affects us. But other news that's been happening, getting closer to the shifting day, only a couple of weeks to go now, which is unbelievable. And I hope you guys are going to be along for the ride for when we do shift and stuff like that. Story about what's happening with Maddie, because guys have been messaging me on Facebook, all over. Maddie is doing another Save With Me, looking after other clients, and she starts a course in another 2 weeks. A lot of people are wondering what's the real reason, Pete. Well, the real reason is, I think it was time for Maddie to move on. She was going through a stage of her life where she's trying to make up her mind what she wants to do in life, and the course and all that. And she's got other clients that she looks after now. She's on, and she wasn't sort of fitting in with the dream team towards the end. She had other things on her mind, so it was best to move on and trial new people in the dream team, because I had my meeting about my sealed housing and that. So we thought it was best to try new people on the dream team. And just that she wasn't going to be here on Monday and Fridays because that's when her course days were, and we couldn't change the days around for the other people because that's their days, and I don't want to mess them around and go changing their days just to keep people happy. I mean, you either fit in or you don't fit in. That's just the way it goes. If your course falls on those days, well, there's not much. And I know it sounds a bit hard, but it's just there's not much we can do about it because we don't want to go changing Ruby's shift or Sian's shift or all of that. We want to keep it the way it is. And if someone has a shift that they can't do, well, if we can change for that day, fair enough. But it was going to be 2 days. It was going to be 2 days that she had to do the course. So we're hoping Olivia will be coming back soon. I'm hoping by the end of next week that Olivia will be starting the following Monday. I hope as soon as Harley phones me up, I will know, and then of course I'll jump in and do the lives. There's going to be a live tomorrow coming up, so everyone knows there will be a live coming up with me and Elise tomorrow morning. We will be doing live throughout the day and lots of videos too. We'll be going to the shopping centre. We'll be filming there. So I will be doing lots of short videos and long videos for you guys because I know you like seeing them. My Instagram page, can't believe it, nearly 500 people on Instagram following me. It's getting as big as the TikTok channel now, nearly. Can't believe it, in less than a week on Monday. Over nearly 500 people. You guys are friggin' amazing. I do appreciate you for following me on Instagram. Sorry I don't read your comments. I do struggle from ADHD and autism. I find it very hard to read comments. You can put comments like, hello Pete, how you going? What's up? What's the plan today? I'll answer those questions. Big questions I cannot answer because of my reading and writing. A lot of, as I said in one of the videos, if you watched it, there was a lot of packing which I done with the DVDs here. So I've done a bit of this. There's still a lot of furniture to get rid of because, as I said, we're trying to make two bedrooms into one bedroom. We're not quite sure how that's going to pan out. We do hope that does pan out pretty good, and anyone from Instagram that does want to join us on the YouTube lives, please like and subscribe to the channel. We have lost 4 subscribers, so I do hope those subscribers will come back to the channel. I know there was a lot of subscribers on Friday that were asking us all these questions, talking about what rifles they had. Well, we don't want to know about rifles on the channel, guys, if you don't mind, because it's not that sort of channel where we talk about stuff like that. So just everyday stuff, keep it clean, that's all we ask. Paddy was on here for a while on Friday afternoon, which was quite good to talk to him. Then after that, Izzy is always on here. Izzy's going away end of next month with her partner for 2 weeks, so she was quite sad that she couldn't help me do the YouTube channel. So I don't know what's going on there, but surely she'll talk to me about it and find out what's going on. Rest of the news is just Sian won't be here this Wednesday because she's going on a skiing trip. She leaves on Monday, so she's going for 1 week skiing trip. And we don't know who we're going to have on Wednesday. We do hope to have little Ruby. We will find out on her rostering what is going on. Friday, I don't know who's coming. It's still a mystery. So yeah, there's all these little mysteries that we don't know about who's coming or who's doing what. But soon as I know who's coming and all that, well, of course I do lives in the morning on those days, so you do know who's coming and who's not coming. I do put it out there, and of course you guys will be the first to know. It is going to rain today, so hopefully the kids will go inside when it stops raining, because they're not nice kids. They're the next door neighbour's kids, the one that drives the Mustang, and they're little, I think they're Filipino kids or something, and they kicked the ball against the fence. They yelled, and it's only 8 o'clock. They were out there from 7:50 this morning, so they've been out there nearly half an hour already, making noise, kicking noise. And he drives a Mustang. Yeah, he lives at number 1377 Central Street, Labrador. So he's number 13. So if you do want to go and give him a hard time, please do. Because he's a nasty piece of work, this man next door. He plays soccer with the kids at 7:30 in the morning on a Sunday. And it was all day yesterday too. They were out there yelling and screaming. So he lives at number 1377 Central Street, Labrador. Please, do go and give him a hard time if you want. Because he's a piece of work. Anyway, moving swiftly on. I'm looking forward to the move. There's lots of things we have to do with moving and packing, getting organised and doing all that fun stuff. I know there's a lot of people probably figuring out, well, how long is it going to take you to pack everything, Pete? It's going to take a fair while because little things, packing does take about 2 or 3 weeks to pack. By the time you do it slowly, you do this, you do that. But the funny thing is, when you get to the other end, the unpacking is just 2 days, you could have it done. So it's a 2-week process to do the packing and the Cindy, and 2 day to 3 day process to unpack everything and get things where you want. But then comes after that, you've got to change your dress and all that. But before you shift in, of course, you've got to do your your electricity, you got to tell them where you live and stuff like that. So it's not always easy when you do packing, because you've got to pack everything in order. You've got to pack this, you've got to pack that, and sometimes it can be pretty stressful. It is very easy to lose things in packing, as people probably know. When you do pack, things do get lost, and sometimes they're things that are very, what do you call it, hard to replace, sort of thing. So it does make it very, very hard to hang on, here we go. That's better. To do the stuff that people. There we go. It automatically comes on my TV now, live Dream Team, which is great. That's I'm blessed. Now I can see some commentos. That's more better. Usually I scroll down, I look for it, and I say to it, Dream Team Adventures, Dream Team Adventures. But now it automatically just comes on the TV that we are live, which is good. I am looking forward to tomorrow. The week so far has been a really, really funny week, interesting week. As you know, that meeting went for 2.5 hours. I've probably gone through it in one of the lives already, but I'll quickly go through it for all the new lovely subscribers that have subscribed to our channel. The meeting was about me getting more hours, more days, and finding me a sealed house for me to live in. That's why I put video out on my Instagram and YouTube explaining about, people are trying to message me saying, why didn't you message us back? Why didn't you? Well, I do struggle for my reading and writing, and I do apologise. That's why I put the videos out, to let people know, and I do say hello to all of the people. Got all the love and respect for all the people that are on my Instagram platforms, and I'm very proud to be on every platform now that I can be on. I know people say, well, why don't you go on Spotify? Spotify is really not for me. Instagram, I'm just learning about that now, and I'm loving it. YouTube, of course, is my baby as well. TikTok, it's another favourite channel. But I'm making YouTube my sort of baby, because this is my channel, which is sort of is getting the views. I know the views for the videos themselves are not really high up there, and I can understand that. We sort of get more views with the lives and stuff like that sometimes, which is really good. We do understand that it's not for everybody, the lives and stuff like that. The videos and that's why sometimes the long videos get a few likes, but they don't get as many likes as what we'd hoped for. But the shorts really seem to do okay, which is great. If I can just ask people to please, go back and watch the videos and just view them, so we get more views. Give them a like. I know they're not for everybody, and I do understand that, but it does help the channel if you can watch the videos and give them a like, and tell your friends, so we can get more subscribers on all of the platforms. That would be good, to get more subscribers on every platform that we've got, and hopefully we can build the channels and make a bit of money from the channels, which would be great news for me. And of course, it's always good to spread the word. Oh, hang on, got another. What's that? What are you? What are you yapping about? What am I yapping about? Oh, that's a pretty rude. That's a pretty rude comment. What am I yapping about? Okay. I'm telling everybody about the channel, what's been going on this week, and what we have been doing this week. I know that I explained to people just now, I know the channel's not for everybody, but it's no need to be rude of putting a comment like that. What are you yapping about? That's not a very nice comment. I think I'll just ignore those comments. Yeah, anyway, getting back to what we are talking about, a lot of things have been happening on the Dream Team for the best. I'm not saying all the decisions I make on the Dream Team are the right decisions. I'm not saying that. Some of my decisions were very hard to make on the channel, but I felt that I had to make the changes on the Dream Team. I'm just trying to listen to what my parents are talking about too, to give you more updates on what they're talking about. Yeah, so it was very hard for me to make the channels and changes on the Dream Team that we have to, like, from, Maddie leaving and stuff like that. It was a very hard decision to make, but I knew it was the right one to make because I knew with Maddie doing the course, and she has, as I said, she's got a lot going on, and she has to sort herself out, and it's very hard for her, because she's only young, and she's got her life in front of her, and she's got to sort herself out. But we have got little Ruby, and little Ruby's now stepping up to the plate, and so will Olivia when she gets back, and also we have got Elise that fills in when she can, and there's also, we have got Sienna. Sian. She's going to say to me, who, Paul? Sian, she steps in now. She's one of the people here on the Dream Team, as you know from the profile picture. Those are the main people. The people that are in the background, we can't fit everyone in the picture, and I do apologise for that. If we do get more people in, well, we will make the pictures bigger. But it's just very hard to put everyone in one group picture. Because, soon, if I get more hours and more days, of course there probably will be more people, or, the team could be doing more days. Where are you from? I'm from the Gold Coast, Queensland area, if people ask me where I'm from. And yes, the weather is overcast. It looks like it is going to rain today. We have got thunderstorms forecast for tomorrow. So there'll be a lot of storms happening tomorrow. So that's not good news. But then on Wednesday they reckon it's going to fine up for a couple of days, so that would be good. I'm hoping and I'm praying it doesn't rain on the day we move out, because that will be sad times if it does. Another question. Thank you. Welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the channel, guys. If you're a new subscriber, we do appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for joining the Sunday live. I know was going to start a bit more later, but I decided to start more earlier so that I can, do the live and talk to you lovely people, and then try and find out some more videos that I've got, short videos coming up to post for you guys, funny videos. I think there's some shopping videos I can post on the channel. So I'm trying to see what other videos I've got, because I have to get rid of some videos because I'm going to start filming again tomorrow. So there'll be more shopping videos, but more, with different people in it this time. So I'm trying to do different videos for you guys to watch, so then, we can spread the channel more, make it bigger, and make more people join. And it's good to help people. I said to the person, I think it was Dish, his name was, about my YouTube channel and about my TikTok and my Instagram page and Facebook page. I said, I do these videos to help people with ADHD and autism and stuff like that, like me, to spread the love and to spread the word, and just help people that have got those problems and talk to them, and just be part in their lives and stuff like that. And that's why I do the videos. It's a story about me, how I work with my support workers, how they support me in everyday life living skills, which I know a lot of people do take it for granted, that everyday people that haven't got a disability, it's easy for them to just go and do what they do, because that's what they do everyday life. But someone with ADHD and autism, sometimes we do struggle. sometimes we do struggle in life, and we get a bit panicky because, you know, sometimes I forget certain things. Like when I go to a bank, I get a bit nervy and stuff like that. And with my support workers with me, I'm able to do these things, you know, and it's a great it's a great help to have them there with me, to support me in what I do and everything I do. And I put the videos out to show you people, this is how I'm living my life, this is what I'm doing today. And I do apologise too if the videos I keep, you know, like going on, oh yeah, we've done that, we've seen him do that. But don't forget this, the blogging that I do, the filming that I do, is what I'm doing that day. Like if I do a driving video where I'm going out for lunch, I'll film it. I can't film in some restaurants, the long ones, because there's music, and unfortunately YouTube doesn't like music on the channels, so I can't play the music. I try to do bowling videos, which I will be doing bowling videos. I seem to get away with bowling videos, which is great news. I do also do barbecue videos. And you guys might be interested, I probably am going to start to do, when we shift, some fishing videos, because I'll be closer to the place that I like to go to fish. So I will probably do more of those sort of videos and more beach picnic videos sort of things. So I am very grateful I'm going to be living down at that area, so I can go that way to do my fishing and stuff videos for you guys. There's also exploring new areas around the Asmore area, which I'm very pleased to take you guys around with me and showing you my old stomping ground, where I used to live, what I used to do. There'll be more videos of that side. Occasionally we'll still come down for say with me, the Irish Club. We'll still go down to the Runaway Bay Irish Club occasionally. Still there'll be the animal welfare things that will still be happening. The animal welfare for big dog. So yeah, those things are not going to sort of change those places. For the animal welfare, I have to go there once a month with the dog. So we will be going there, and we'll be showing you how that works and how big the trip is going to be from where we're going to be living. I believe it will put an extra 15 minutes on the trip, from going from where we're going to be living to the animal welfare sort of thing. So it, you know, does add up. But I'm looking forward to playing darts and stuff like that, and videoing it and having a few jokes, having a few laughs along the way, and just doing what I do best, is putting my content out, putting the videos out. Maybe one day the videos will get a lot of views. At the moment, it seems to be the short videos that get more of the views than my long videos, and I know that a lot of people, you know, are saying to me, well, you know, why doesn't he edit? I don't edit. I never believe in edit. As all the new people know that have joined the channel and that are on my channel, I put my videos out the way I do them. You get the raw videos, you get to see the raw me. I don't muck around with doing this, doing that. I just film them on the phone and I'll put them up on YouTube for people to watch. I've been doing them like this now for nearly a year next month, sorry. And yeah, I'm going to continue to do it like that, because I don't want to cut bits and pieces out of videos and, you know, film for 1 week and have a whole row of videos where I've got, I'll take a bit of that, take a bit out of that, take a bit out of that. Most people like doing that on their videos. They'll film for a week and that's the way that they'll edit this, they'll edit that. To tell you the truth, it spoils the video. It spoils the video when you've got to edit this, edit that. If you're going to do a video, make a 10 or 15 or 20 minute video, but let the guys see what you're doing. Let them do the driving or the cooking or whatever they are. When you pause this bit, pause that bit, and I've tried it on one of the videos and it didn't go too good. And that's why I thought, well, just let the camera roll, even if it's a part 1 or part 2 or part 3, whatever. And this then you can be in control of the video situation. I mean, you don't have to. It's video blogging is just like an everyday thing that you put out on your channel. It's not something that you're saying that you go and you say, okay, now I've got to remember how to say this before I post it. You don't. Blogging is not like that for me. I automatically know what I'm going to do in the video. Like, I'll be filming, a joke will come out. It goes on the video. A naughty word will come out, goes on the video. I don't believe in editing it out. Reason being because there's no need to edit most of the stuff out, because if you do like a 20 or 15 minute video, right, even if it's a diary video, cooking video, whatever you do, right, the video at the end of it, say with me, is just going to be not much of a video. You're not going to have much content in it because you've chopped this out, you've chopped that out, and people do want to see everyday life, what you're doing, what your skills are, how you're coping with this, how you're coping with that. People do want to see that. And I believe in my videos, that's the way I do them, my way, because if you don't do them that way, people only get to see a fraction of what you're doing. They think to themselves, well, he's not much of a content creator if he's cutting this bit out, cutting that bit out. The thing is, I just like to do the videos raw. I like people to see the raw, lovable Australian larrikin that people like to call me. I like people just to see me that way, and to laugh and joke at the videos. And if my videos can make one person laugh every time someone watches it, well, I think that for me is a real blessing if I can make one person laugh in my videos on all my platforms. I reckon that's a really cool thing, because some people, they watch channels and they are subscribers of that channel and they've been subscribers there for years, and sometimes they probably think, oh well, this channel's not as good as what the Dream Team is, and this there, they make me laugh or I have a laugh and stuff like that. And Pete tells the stories and stuff like that, and he gives us advice about our dating and stuff like that, and that's what makes the channel, this channel, I reckon, the way people have been subscribing to it, is because I don't hold back. I tell it like it is. I don't have any secrets where I don't tell anyone. If I've got something to say, well, I'll go ahead and say it. I don't keep it to myself. Everyone knows I'm the biggest gossip around. If something happens, it's breaking news, bang, I'll be up on the YouTube doing a live. And I don't do many lives on the TikTok at the moment, but I will be getting back into that. The reason is being, I know there's a lot of people probably ask me, why aren't you doing your lives on the YouTube? Because there's a certain person that watches my TikTok lives, and every time I mention it on TikTok, she'll go and she'll dob me into the bosses at work there, and then I get myself in trouble. So I'm trying not to do TikTok lives till this person is really, doing her own thing and she doesn't care what I'm doing anymore, sort of thing, if that makes sense to you. So yeah, I'm trying to do that, by talking it more on this channel. This channel is a pretty good channel to be on. I'm very happy to be on YouTube and share my stories and share my everyday thoughts with you guys, and be here with you, and just, say with me, doing what I'm doing is pretty cool to be on the channel and do what I'm doing. And I'm fortunate enough to do YouTubing and live streaming and stuff like that. I'm fortunate enough to be able to do it all the time, and it is my hobby. But I am, I guess, starting to be a content creator in my videos. I'm learning how to do them a bit more better. I'm just learning how, to do them the way that I do them, and there has been a lot of subscribers that have come and have gone, and the thing that really, and I'm going to put it out there, the thing that really annoys the shit out of me, and I'm sorry to say it, is that when you got people that have worked with you, they think, oh, because they don't work for you anymore, they just unsubscribe to your channel, and then they go and tell their friends to unsubscribe. And then for someone that's on YouTube, well, their channel, the numbers go down, which I don't reckon that's very fair. So, I did say to, the people that do work with me, please stay subscribed to the channel, even if you don't work with me no more. Stay subscribed to my channel, because it does help. Because there's a lot of people that do work, that have worked with me and still subscribe to my channel, which I'm very, very grateful for. But, when some people, they have a lot of friends, they unsubscribe to the channel, and then their friends unsubscribe to my channel, and I think that's a bit petty, when that sort of thing happens, because at the end of the day, if someone does something wrong, you shouldn't take it out on that person that's got the channel. You should, stay subscribed and support him. What happens, you can't sort of, change time back. It's happened, get over it. So that's all, I want to say on that subject, but it is pretty annoying when that does happen to someone like me that's trying to build their channel up and trying to get subscribers that are out there, and trying to make my channel the best I can for me and the people that do watch it. And I've got all the love and respect for all my subscribers that are on my channel, because a lot of you guys have been on here from the start of me doing YouTube, and I do, I've got all the love and respect for everyone that has been on my channel and has loved what I'm doing on my channel and loved the videos that have come out and have given me all their love and respect. I do appreciate it, guys. I really do. It makes the channel pretty special to me to know that I've got you guys backing me, on my YouTube and my TikTok and my Instagram and my Facebook. It does mean a hell of a lot to me, because some people, as I said, they get really, really shy when they've got to do a YouTube live, and they think to themselves, wow, what am I going to say? This, talk. If people ask you questions, well, in my the way it works for me, I do read little comments, right? I don't read big comments, because I do struggle with my reading and writing, as most people know. That's why I have the support workers that come and they help me. So it does make it hard for me to read some of your comments, but I do read the small comments, like when people say, hello Pete, how are you today? I do read them, and I do answer people back, because that's the polite way for me to do it, sort of thing. So that's the way I'm doing it on the channel. And it is hard for me when I first started YouTube. I've told the story a couple of times, but I will tell it again for people that want to know. When I first started YouTube, I thought I'll put a couple of short videos up, just see how the channel goes. And I did put a couple of short videos up, because I did want to see how the channel goes. But now the channel has really, really sort of taken off to a position where it's pretty good, and I'm very grateful for you guys, or that have first started with me on the channel and have seen the channel grow and have seen people come and people leave. I'm very fortunate to have you people with me for all of that, and it's really, really been good to have you people there. And whatever happens with the government funding, because they're talking about cutbacks for the NDIS, but I'm pretty sure that's only for physio. So I don't think that will affect me, but if it does, you'll be the first to know. But whatever happens, the channel will still be going. I will be still blogging I will be doing everyday videos of, you know, what I get up to and all of that. So there will be that going on still. I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect me because I will have my support workers still. So you don't have to worry about that. Far as we know, nothing is changing in the Dream Team. We're hoping for more hours and more days when we get the okay from the NDIS. So there's a lot to look forward to coming up. And all I can say to you lovely people that are subscribed and following on all my platforms, follow me. See how my future's gonna turn out. See what I'm gonna be doing next, where I'm gonna be going, what path I'm gonna be taking in my life, how I'm gonna be doing this in my life, how I'm gonna be doing that in my life. This follow me along the journey so you can follow me and see what I get up to, how I do this, how I do that. Because at the end of the day, it's very important that I do have you guys along with me, because without you guys, the channel would not exist because no one would watch the channel. It would just be me filming for myself, sort of thing. And that's the way it did start out. It did start out for me just to do a diary video sort of thing. But as there's a YouTuber called Ship Happens, it's called. He bought, you know, Big Boat. If you're in England, if you're a fan of his channel and you watch his channel, he does pretty good stuff. He only was doing the videos for his family and friends to watch. And then all of a sudden, bang, his YouTube channel just took off. Because he put it up on YouTube and they just took off. And now he's got a second channel and he's doing pretty good. So I'm hoping one day our channel will get to 100,000 subscribers. If that did happen for me, or 50,000 subscribers, I would be very, very happy, because I would know then that I've got the backing of lovely people with me that are watching my channel and keeping up with what I'm doing, because it does mean a lot to someone like me with ADHD and autism, that you do follow me along for my ride. Come with me, see the stuff up, see the highs, see the lows. I don't sugarcoat nothing. If I'm in a bad mood, it'll be on a video. If I'm in a happy mood, it'll be on a video. If I'm in between mood, I'll put it out on a video. I don't believe in sugarcoating it and say, oh no, I don't want people to see me now. Having ADHD is a tricky situation to be in. And I know people are probably asking if you could change anything and you could get rid of your ADHD, would you? The answer to that question is, I believe when you got ADHD, you don't grow out of it. And you just got to cope with it the best you can. And if you feel yourself, you know, getting angry or upset, do a hobby. Go and do a hobby. Do what you got to. Go and watch a video. If you're a YouTuber and you've got ADHD or autism, go and do a live stream like I do. It helps you vent, and it helps you talk to people, and it helps you, you know, talk to the whole world. I mean, I'm talking now to me, maybe nearly everyone in the whole world, which is unbelievable when you think about it. That the whole people in the whole world are watching me ramble on down in Australia and thinking, who's this goose on the other end of that phone that's talking bullshit? Because there's a lot of people that do think that, you know, which I can understand that. Because there's a lot of people that don't understand what our channel is about and what we do and how we do it. And I do try to put it out in the videos so people do understand this is what we do, this is how we go about it, and why we do what we do. To film our videos with my support workers. And yes, before people do ask me, because a lot of people ask me, are they your wives? Are they your daughters? No, they are all my support workers, and I do love them all very dearly. Most of them have been, like, I think it was Olivia, has almost been working with me for a bit over a year now. And that's pretty crazy, to think that we've already been working for a year, me and Olivia. Little Ruby and I, it's nearly nearly 4 months already. Little Ruby and I have been working together. Um, Cian, she's been working with me a month already nearly. And as I said, it does take time to get to know these people and get to form a working relationship with them. Because, you know, when people first start to work with you, they get a bit nervy. They don't know who you are, sort of thing, or what you do, sort of thing. They get a bit nervy. They're sort of not sure if they want to be on YouTube. And sometimes I do got a habit of chucking my support workers in the deep end, sort of thing. When I do a live, they'll see me in the back of a Toyota Hiace 2013 model, right? Which is mine, named Troy, the Hiace, by the way. They'll see me in the back of that talking to a phone, and they'll think, well, what's he up there? And as soon as I flick it around, I say, look, I'm on YouTube. And some of the looks on their faces will sort of go, oh my God, uh-oh. And they sort of are not prepared that I'm actually doing it. Them, and some of them have never been on YouTube. Some of my support workers have never been on YouTube on a live, and when they first start with me, they do get a bit shy, and I can understand that, because you're sort of chucking someone in at the deep end. You're sort of not giving them any warning. It's just bang, we're filming. Yeah, I'm doing a video. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. It's going everywhere. Some of them are happy about that. Some of them are not happy about that. I had, I think it was when I had my original support worker Sophie back in the day, last year sometime or the year before. Stayed with me. I had this lady that wasn't allowed to be on YouTube. Or no, it was TikTok, sorry. I only had TikTok back in the day. I didn't have the YouTube channel. And she couldn't be on the TikTok because her husband didn't want her to be on TikTok. So she was, you could just hear her voice in the background, sort of thing, and it sort of made it hard for me to put videos out when she wasn't in them with me. She was just sort of filming what I was doing. And then when I had to talk to my case manager, when I had to talk to Harley, I said, well, look, if anyone, like if, you know, Sophie gets sick or someone is on holiday, can you please find me someone that wants to be on the TikTok channel in the videos with me, sort of thing. And it has been so far, yeah, so good that people want to be on the video with me, and they want to see what I'm doing and filming, and they're quite happy to jump in the video and wave on the video. Little Ruby, she's taking the videos pretty chilled out. She loves doing 2-hour lives with me. It makes her laugh. Olivia loves being on the videos with me. She loves doing the lives with me when she's here. She really does like doing the lives. And of course, you remember, she's always asking you guys when she was here, oh, give me some, you know, sentences for Peter so he can read. So presuming when she gets back, we'll be starting all that up again too. I am going to try and find a little room when I'm at the retirement village so I can do the live streams where I don't aggravate people by talking, because as I said, I can't do a live stream when I'm up with my father in his unit, because we're all going to be on the one level. So hopefully I can go to the bar there and have a glass of wine with soda water there. And I reckon that will be probably cool too. We could probably go and sit outside in the barbecue area where no one will be. We'll probably sit outside there. So I am looking forward to doing more outdoor lives and stuff like that when the weather becomes nice. I will do some lives in the unit, but it's going to make it a bit hard when Mum and Dad are there, because we're all going to be on the one level. So I have to find a quiet place to sit down and do the lives while I'm not aggravating them. Because at the end of the day, they don't want to hear me talking in another room when they're trying to watch their TV. So I have to be fair to them as well, because it's only a small unit, and we're all going to be on top of one another, and I sort of don't want to upset them by doing a live stream so they can't hear their TV in that. So I think I will be walking around the retirement village, just doing me live and stuff like that. And there, you know, there's a lot of videos that will be coming up of packing, unpacking, what the unit looks like. When we go for the inspection, I'll take you guys along. I'll take the phone and I'll be videoing the inspection. I'll be videoing the garage again, so new people can see what the garage looks like. If they reckon Troy will fit inside that garage, and we will be doing more filming there as well, guys. So I hope you guys do come with us for all of that. It's going to be a hell of a journey. I'm desperately looking forward to doing the journey and bringing you guys along and showing you all this, and for you to be part of it, with me, of me making new friends at Retirement Village, and saying to them, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber. I hope you don't mind me doing YouTube videos, and I hope it doesn't upset no one, because I want to be fair to people over there. I just don't want to wave the camera around and say, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to put you on, I'm going to put you on, there we go. I'm going to put you on the YouTube video, so, I hope they don't mind me doing that, so I'm going to ask them first. Well, I do YouTube video. I don't know why that went off for then. I'm going to say to them, I do YouTube videos. I hope you don't mind me, filming. And I'm pretty sure some of them will not like being filmed, and some of them might not mind it. So yeah, at the end of the day, I've got to respect people's wishes over there too. I can't just wave in with steel cap boots and say, hey, I'm doing a YouTube video, you're on it, I hope you don't mind. If you do, too bad, because I'm not that type of person. At the end of the day, I do ask if people do want to be on the videos, because I believe that's the proper way of doing things. So I'm hoping that will be alright with the people that are there. Because at the end of the day, I want to stay friends with everyone that I'm going to be living with in the retirement village, and I am looking forward to it. It's going to be a hell of a lot more quieter than what it is here. I won't have children screaming and kicking soccer balls against fences and stuff like that. And I will be, it will be more, say with me, more quieter for me and that, and I won't have to worry about people, that are, young people that are coming in, slamming car doors and doing all this. It's going to be pretty chilled and pretty quiet. And again, when I do get my sealed housing, well, apparently yesterday my mum said, oh, they're trying to get a house, a unit for you with one, this for you to live in by yourself. If that's, it'll be in a sealed area, of course. And I'm hoping that's the case, that they can do that, because I am independent, but I don't mind sharing with someone if I have to. That doesn't worry me. I would, very much like that too. I mean, because I'm not a person that doesn't mind sharing with someone, because I quite like company, and I quite like talking to people and doing my lives and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that, and people are probably asking, well, how does a sealed house work, Big Pete? You haven't explained any of that to us. Sealed house works from the government. They pay like the rent, and you get 24-hour round the clock care. Like, there's always someone there for you. Like if you're in a unit situation, there's always someone there where you can press your button, they'll come to you. If you're in a sealed house, it is a house with people there, with people you share with, and then there is a staff area for the staff people that look out for you. And they, if you need them, you just go up and say, excuse me, I want to talk to someone, I'm a bit lonely. And I'll say, yeah, sure, no worries. And they'll come and they'll talk to you and stuff like that. That's how, and now you do your own cooking. If you need assistance, they'll come and they'll help you. So there is that benefit to it. See, I'm not going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to put it out there. I'm not going to sugarcoat this as well. Some people are very happy with that. Don't get me wrong, I'm willing to give it a try, but I'm not too keen on having a staff member in the house that I'll be living, because I'm a pretty independent sort of person. I sort of don't reckon there should be someone supervising what I'm doing, sort of thing. And I know they're only there to help you out. I understand that. But the supervision sort of thing is not really for me, because I used to have people working underneath me when I was at the Endeavour workshop, as people know. When I was a spray painter, people used to work underneath me, and they used to pass me the stuff, and I used to spray paint it and stuff like that. So I'm sort of used to being independent. Like my father yesterday, he was having a good old conversation to family down in Melbourne, saying, "Oh, when I used to look after Peter, I used to look after his money. I used to look at." None of that is true, guys. None of that is true. He didn't give me the chance to look after my own money. He was in charge of my bank books and in charge of my father was. And now he says, "Oh, since I don't look after Peter, he spends his money." He was telling the people from the NDIS that, "Oh, forgive Peter the, his bank book. He hasn't got no money." Truth is, that's not true. That's something my father has made up. So then people think that I'm a complete imbecile of looking after my money, which I'm not. Don't forget, bills do come out of my pension, and that brings my pension down. I have got my dog as well. Bills come out for her when I go to the animal welfare, and there's petrol and there's stuff like that. And see also what my father doesn't realise as well. When you've got a van, and as what Troy is, a 12-year-old high ace, and it's done 100,000, there is maintenance to do on them. There's maintenance. Things need to be looked at and need to be done. Because my father keeps saying to me, "Oh, but you give the money to the mechanic to do this, to do that." But you have to do like radiator flushes. You got to do that shit. That's the way, or like oil replacements of power steering oil, brake fluid oil. You've got to do all that. Petrol filters. You've got to do all that when they hit 100,000 because they block up and then they don't work. So my father, he doesn't really understand about that. He just thinks I'm wasting money. It's every car you buy, it's done 100,000. You're going to be up for doing these things sooner or later anyway. It's just the way it happens. Unless you buy a new car, then fair enough. They do it when they think it needs when it needs doing. But when you bought when it's done, I bought it with 96,000. Then yeah, these things need to be looked at. And for example, when I done those shock absorbers, right, they were pretty well stuffed. And there was just no give. They didn't go back up like that. They just went like that. And of course, my father doesn't. The thing that annoys me with my father, he goes telling everyone in the family, "Oh, Peter's, you're spending this much money on the van. It was all for the van. It's all for the van." My father doesn't give me any help with the van. He doesn't give me any help and help me out and say, "Oh yeah, I'll help you out with that." Because don't forget, now that he sold his house, he has, he can afford to help me if he wanted to, but he doesn't. I pay for my own petrol. I pay for the registration. I pay for the insurance on it. I paid for me tyres and stuff like that. And don't forget, tyres are not cheap, as you guys know. Luckily, I've got new ones on it. My father doesn't pay for wear and tear on the van when I go here and there. All he says, "Oh, well, we pay for food," but I do pay for some of my food. When I got the money, I buy my wine. Father doesn't buy me wine for me. I buy that now. He doesn't really chip in with much at all. He's always, he always cries misery. "Oh, I haven't got that money. I haven't got much money." My father's got more money than what he knows about, and sometimes he's very selfish. The way he runs me down to the family. And says it makes me out to be an idiot when I'm not, sort of thing. I'm trying to do. Don't forget, guys, I am trying to do the best I can with my spending situation. But when things get due and certain kilometres get due, you do want to take care of things before they start going really, really bad. Because I've got no service history on the Hiace. Really, I've got no service history on it except from the service history I've done on it. So I don't know what hidden gems are there. What else is going to go wrong? Because as I said in one of my videos about car yards, they promised me a new battery. That was a load of shit. They didn't give me a new battery. They gave me a second-hand battery. Because when I changed it last month, they took the battery out and they said, "Oh, this battery is the oldest battery I've ever seen in a van before. And this is coming from the guy that done me the save with me the lowering blocks and all that, my tyre man. And he said to me, no, that's the oldest battery. So they put me a battery that's going to last me 4 years, which is supercharge. So I'm quite happy with that. I don't have to worry about the battery going flat on it. But still, yeah, when you, as I said, you know, I could have bought a diesel van with 124, I think it was, something like that. And it was a 2017 model. It was a club sport van. It was a bit shorter than Troy. It was a club sport van. It had mag wheels. Maybe it only would have needed a good set of tyres on it and stuff like that, and maybe a cam belt or something like that, and a water pump, and a good oil change and transmission service, maybe shockies. But, you know, apart from that, I would have been more happy. But again, it was my father that stopped me buying a diesel, as most of you know. And a big part of me, yes, guys, does regret that, not buying the van that I wanted, because I could have got extra finance to buy that van if I really wanted. And it was a good one. It was a silver. It had 6 seats, dual air conditioning. It was really good. But this is what I say to you guys all the time when people say, "Oh, you're a bit hard on your father, aren't you?" My father has stopped me doing a lot of things that I wanted to do in my life. A lot of things. I mean, that other van was an example. It was lowered. It was already lowered. I didn't have to lower it anything. It was really low. And it would have been excellent for my mum to get in. I wouldn't have to put lowering blocks on like the one I got, and it was more shorter. It was a short wheelbase Hi-Ace. It was really good. I think it was called the Clubman Sport. It was a really classy looking van. I know it was about 5,000 more, but it was a real, you know, classy looking van. But you know, my father, he didn't want to me to buy it. I could have got extra finance and paid it off, but father didn't want to. So fortunately, I missed out on that, and you know, I got what I got. You know, maybe in the future I will go back to the car yard and see if I can get finance and probably go for diesel or not living with the old man. I don't know. That is a possibility. I don't know. It's something I'd really have to think about hard. But don't forget, Troy is a long wheelbase. He's not a short wheel Hi-Ace. He's a long wheel base Hi-Ace. They say he's a medium build, but he's not. He's a long wheelbase Hi-Ace. I think the other one was a short wheel. It was I could have just got the couch in if I wanted to in the back there, and it did have one sliding door, so it didn't have 2 sliding doors. So, like for example, where the couch would sit, it wouldn't have got sun on it and stuff like that. So it would have been really ideal for stuff like that. And of course, again, it was a diesel. So that would have been, for me, as you know, diesel, you know, they're cheaper to run. They go longer in kilometres wise and stuff like that. So it would have been ideal for me. I know the Ks were 126. I mean, the one I bought was 96,000. Was petrol. But the diesels are pretty good because you can let them run. And I know, you know, when you get trouble, you know, it's $1,000 for each injector, which is $4,000. Fair enough. But you save that up, so in case it does happen, you change them. So yeah, I know about all of that. Or you just put diesel injector cleaner and it cleans them out, sort of thing. But it was very hard for me to walk away from that deal because it was something I really wanted to. When I sat in it, I thought I was with my support worker back in the day named Janaya, and I was sitting next to her, and we were both sitting in the van, and I said to her, "This is really cool. I like this van." And she looked at me and she said, "Yeah, it is pretty good. It's pretty fancy in here." and we both thought this was the one we were getting, and I was so happy to sit in it. And if I had bought that, I would have had dual speakers and everything. It would have been fantastic for when we went for a barbecue or something, or picnic. We could have left the radio on. We could have heard it from the back because it had dual speakers. So it was really, really good. But sometimes things in life turn out, what do you call, as a twist. They go the opposite way from what you want them to go. And sometimes this is very annoying because they don't always go the way you want them to go. They sort of go the opposite way. And sometimes it's very hard when you see something you really like and it's only extra a couple of thousand more. And sometimes it's very, very hard to walk away from something like that. And I would have been very happy with it, just cruising around with it. It would have been really, really good to drive. But, what can I say? I know people are probably thinking, why have you got regrets on the Hi-Ace already, Pete? It's not that I've got regrets on it. I haven't got regrets on it. I've made it what I want it to be for me. The only regret I've got is I wasn't allowed to buy the van that I wanted in the first place. With the one I got now, it is a bit more bouncier because we put lowering blocks on it because we had to lower it to get in the garage because it was sitting up too high. And I think too, when you've got to lower something, it sort of takes away from the originality out of it. It's sort of like you bought this or you slammed it down to the ground sort of thing to make it lower. And I think that takes away the originality from it. Like if I'd bought the Club Sport one, it was already lowered. Everything was factory. That's the way it came out. It was already nice and lowered, like my sort of Tarago sort of thing set up. So it wasn't too high for people to get in the back. And that's what I was thinking, I thought this would be good, for mum and dad. They could get in easy, but, I mean, look what happened now. We got this one now, and it's only got the 2 seats at the back. That's all you can put in it because the bolt holes line up different because it's a 2013. So, yeah, it does make it a hell of a lot more harder because the old man didn't want me to buy the van that I wanted to buy in the beginning. And it does make it very, very hard when you go to a car dealership with my father, because he's not the type of guy that believes in diesels. And a lot of people these days have got diesel vehicles. Diesel vehicles are coming a hell of a lot more popular than what they were back in the 80s and 90s, let's put it this way. And sometimes you've got to move out of your comfort zone. I know he doesn't understand about diesels and stuff like that. They're too much money when they break. Well, yeah, so is a petrol motor when it breaks these days, when you think about it. A petrol motor is not like it used to be $1,000, $2,000 to get it rebuilt. Now they're about $4,000 or $5,000 or $6,000. You can probably get a diesel motor as well for, if you had a Hi-Ace for around about 6,000 or 7,000, maybe 2,000 more. But the reason it'd be nearly the same price anyway, a couple of thousand more, fair enough. But don't forget, with diesel, you get more out of them. You get more kilometre-wise out of them. You can, instead of doing like, for example, maybe 400,000, you can maybe do like maybe 600, 700 if you look after them. And yeah, that would have been ideal with me. That would have been really good. I looked, it was modern. It was really good. It had the same old petrol gauge, the old gauges like the Hi-Ace used to have, but it was diesel. And I reckon the fuel economy on that would have been really great. It would have been really good. You wouldn't have to worry about premium unleaded petrol. Runs on diesel. That's it. You put diesel in, and away you go. And I reckon for me, that would have been the ticket to go. If I ever do get another chance to buy a diesel Hi-Ace from a Japanese import dealer, if I can, I probably definitely will. I probably definitely will be 2017 or 2018, but I definitely will. I probably won't let it slip through my finger again, but hardest thing is the trade-in. Now, they're going to be pretty hard on trade-in, as people know, about 15 or 20,000. Then you're going to come up with maybe 13,000. So, yeah, there is that to worry about too. But eventually, that's something I do want to do, is buy a diesel Hiace when I'm not living with my mum and dad anymore, and do it that way, because that's what I'll be happier doing, is having the sort of vehicle that I want and drive around and have fun with it. So I am looking forward to making that change in my life. I'm not saying when it will going to be, if it's going to be. There's a lot of hurdles we have to do first. Like waiting for me to find, my sealed housing. What's going to happen with sealed housing? Probably something that will happen. It probably something that will never happen. At the moment, I'm enjoying driving Troy. Don't get me wrong. He starts first pop. He goes all right. At the moment, we're just going to enjoy that. But if something in the future, if I get a bit of money in the future, they will be my thoughts on what I'll be doing in the future, sort of thing. Just to let you people know what is, what I'm thinking for plans out loud, sort of thing. Because you can be happy with what you get. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes in life, you get this thing inside you where you think, well, I could do this, I could do that. And I know a lot of people are saying, but you just put curtains in Troy. I'm not saying I'm going to sell Troy tomorrow or next year or the year after. This will be in a couple of years' time. When some money does come in. At the moment, it's just still going to be the dream team. We're still going to drive around in him, do the services that he needs doing on him. We're talking about in the future. We're talking about maybe 3-4 years. Who knows? It's not on the cards right now. It's just something that has been in the back of my mind for a while, and I just thought that I would share it with you guys, my thoughts of like a little diary thing, my thoughts on what I was thinking about, Hiaces and why I didn't buy the diesel one. And because a lot of people were asking me when I'd done a live once, they said, well, why didn't you buy what you wanted? It's a bit hard when you got a father like I've got. As you know, he's Greek from Egypt. No disrespect from the people that are Greek from Egypt. He's sort of got a different way of looking at things than what normal people do. And it makes it very, very hard, because he's very, very strong in character. My old man, he's very strong in character, and he likes to sort of boss you around, and like he bosses my mum sometimes around, and it gets to the point where she has enough of him, because he keeps making this like little threat. Oh, if I'm not happy here, I'm going to go back to Melbourne. It's always this threat that he comes out with, and living with a guy like my father is not the easiest thing. He's a very bossy person, and I can't stand people bossing me around. I mean, I just have to the type of person then that will just have to walk away. I can't be with bossy people. They just they just frustrate me. That's all. It's not a nice not a nice situation to be in when you've got someone that's bossy with you all the time. You've got to give and take, and I am looking forward, if they do find me a sealed house, I am looking forward to sort of, doing my own thing, and hopefully later on doing something really cool with my life, and taking you guys along, sharing it with you guys, and seeing what we can come up with. And I reckon it will be really, really cool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this live for a bit on for an hour, and I will do a live tomorrow morning. I'll see you all then. Thank you, and I love you all.